everyone, this is Deb, and I hope you guys had a great day today. Hope you're enjoying a nice evening. The weather here is amazing. It is so beautiful. The sky is so blue, and I told my husband that I was feeling a little anxious today, this morning, and I don't usually get anxious, but there's just a lot of stuff going on, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I went outside for a run and it was so beautiful. The sky was so blue. The clouds were so white. The trees and the grass were so green. The budding trees were so pink that I immediately felt this sense of peace. It was like I just felt peace and the anxiety lifted and I just entered a state of gratitude. So I hope that you guys are able to ground yourself in moments like that and really just find peace in the beauty and the gratitude and the blessings around us. So I was talking to my friend today and she said to me, she said, "So Deb, we were talking about my pageant. So in case you've missed it, I am doing the Mrs. Missouri America pageant. And it's in June. It's my very first pageant ever." And she said, I was wondering, I know you're really excited about it, but what did you always want to do a pageant? And what made you decide to do one now? And I thought about it for a minute. I said, that's a really great question. And I don't think I ever really wanted to do a pageant, and I'll tell you why. Back in the day, well, number one, I didn't know there was pageants for misses back in the day. I mean, when you're a teen, you just know about the Miss pageants, and I never really thought about doing something like that because, quite honestly, I was not comfortable enough in my own skin. It would have absolutely scared me to death to put myself up for judging like that because I judged myself so harshly. And when I was younger, so much of my own self-esteem was wrapped up in how I looked. And it would have really been devastating to me to be judged harshly. I judged myself so harshly. So it was not something that I ever really thought I would ever do because I never thought I would do well at it, right? And I had this mentality when I was younger that if I can't succeed at something, I'm not going to try. And quite honestly, I have not competed in anything since, high school. And I'm a very competitive person. I was a tennis player, so I competed on the tennis team. I was a dancer. I was in dance competitions. I tried out for school plays. I did community theater. I mean, that's a lot of auditions and getting picked or getting not picked. I mean, there was things I didn't get picked for, right? I didn't get the parts. I always get the parts I wanted and things like that. I competed in the 8th grade spelling bee, and I didn't win that one either. But I came in like second or third, I don't know, in the school district. But I digress. So I haven't really competed since high school. When I went into college, I didn't try out for the dance team. I didn't try out for the school plays, even though that was my passion. And I look back on that now and I feel regret. I mean, I don't spend time in regret, but I feel regret because I think that would have been an amazing experience. And I think I would have made the dance team. I'm pretty sure I would have. But you know what? I was afraid to fail. I was afraid to fail. And I saw myself as a dancer, and if I didn't make the dance team, it would impact how I saw myself. And I'm just being really honest with you here. This is who I used to be. And so today, this time in my life, when the idea of doing a pageant was, when it crossed my mind, when it crossed my plate, when the door opened for me, it was really just a casual conversation. It was hey, have you ever thought about, I just happened to meet a lovely lady on Facebook that does pageants, and we met and we talked about it. Shout out to Tiffany, and we talked about it, and the way she described it, I thought, that sounds really interesting. And that sounds very fun. And you know what? I really was looking for a new challenge in my life. I was just looking for something to feel challenged by. And I mean, I just wanted a new challenge. I mean, I'm 49 years old and I was looking for something like an adventure. And again, it had never crossed my mind until Tiffany brought that to my attention. She's like, have you ever thought about it? I'm like, no. And then I mentioned it to my husband and he didn't say no. He said, I don't know, what do you think? So, so I learned more about it, and the more I learned about it and the more people I met that were in the pageant world, I got so excited. And I am so excited. I feel really challenged. I feel like this is an amazing new adventure. I'm learning so many new things. And yes, I was a little anxious today about the whole one-piece bathing suit thing that I talked to you about yesterday. But I'm really excited, and it's just really, I talk a lot about getting unstuck in your life. And then I also talk about, kind of finding that sense of comfort, not comfort, but peace in your own skin. And ladies, it's never too late. And I think at 49 years old, I feel more comfortable in my skin than ever. And I feel like that's why I feel like this will be a grand adventure. And the both of the coaches that I talked to, I think everyone I talked to that's been in pageants before, they said, why do you want to do a pageant? Because you don't decide to do a pageant because you want to win. So why do you want to do it? And you know what? That really made a big impression on me, because I thought, wow, so you don't really go into it just because there's only one winner, right? So, there's the odds are against you, right? That it'll be you. But, I said, I want a challenge. I want an adventure. I want to, meet some new people and just kind of like expand my horizons. And then, once I get into it, I'm like, well, I kind of want to win too, because I'm kind of competitive. So it's kind of bringing out that competitor in me. I do races. I do marathon or half marathons and 10Ks, and I compete with myself, right? And sometimes I compete with people in my age group too. But that's kind of a different thing. That's like one of those things where nobody knows really if you win or don't win. So this is a really big step for me, putting myself, I'm telling the whole world, anyone that's watching, that I'm doing this. And, on June 17th, I'll be telling you that either I am the winner or that I am not the winner. And, either way, I'm going to be okay, because I know who I am and I'm excited. And, it's not so much about that destination. It's about the journey. It's about the journey. And so far, the journey has been so fun and so interesting. And I've just met some really amazing women, and this is not just about your external beauty. It's about, there's so much inside that goes into making a pageant winner. And I'm really excited to share my platform of Casey Pet Project and represent that wonderful organization that has just brought so much happiness to my life. And it's not all about me, but I'm telling you, those pets are my warm fuzzies. So I'm really excited to lend a voice to that. There's just so much that excites me about this. So why am I doing my first pageant now, of all times, when I'm almost 50? I might be the oldest competitor. Do you think I will be, Christy? Will I be the oldest one? But that doesn't matter, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to bring my A game. I'm going to just put everything I have into it, and I'm taking this seriously, but I'm also having a ton of fun. I can laugh at myself. Yes, because you have to laugh at yourself when you look at yourself in those solid color one-piece bathing. You just have to laugh. And that's why I'm doing it, just because it's a challenge for me. It's something that I would have been very, very afraid to do at one point in my life. And I told my coach, Christy, I said, I'm going to go all in with this, because I'm going all in because I'm not afraid to fail. Sometimes we don't try because we're afraid to fail. Well, that's not me. That's not me anymore. I'm going all in because it's like go big or go home. So I'm going big, and I'm excited, and I hope that I can also be an inspiration to all the lovely ladies that are in my age demographic, and be your voice. And that's really why I'm doing this. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. My husband's taking me to a movie, so I gotta go. Bye bye. Thank you. Love you guys.